Yo, what up YouTube, it's Rain, the mama, and I'm outside or inside Niketown. So what this was the Hyper Adapt, or this is the Hyper Adapt kind of thing. So Nike did this thing by reservation where you had to go into the sneakers app and you had to reserve that you wanted to get a pair, and then you get a bit of an experience. So I'm here, just going to show you what the Nike Town looks like. So this is the Cube. So the Cube is where they do a lot of the nice and expensive and the one-away bits and bobs. It's like a poor man's Nike Lab, if that makes sense. But there's some nice little graphics in here and whatnot. So I've come to purchase and go for the experience. I'm not actually going to be able to show you the full detail because I believe it's a VR headset. But anyway, so here we are.
So is it random
adaptive, reactive, adaptive, whatever, lacing. But anyway, it looks kind of nice, isn't it? So the whole place is decked out in this kind of cube thing. So you get this headset, you put it on, and Tinker Hatfield actually speaks to you about the Hyper Adapt. And there's some other bits and bobs on the table. Mine should be coming soon. Hold on 1 second. Let me just wait there. Hold on. Take off my hat. All right. It's the headset again, and here they are. So I've watched a minute video, and then I had to put these on, and they've got some nice little photo opportunities where you can take pictures and whatnot. This Infinity Cube, that's what I'm going to be calling it, the Infinity Cube. I'm going to get into the full review in a minute, so don't worry, don't fret, everything's set, and that is it. So basically, Nike, whoa, did you see that? Lord fire, wow, let's follow her. Anyway, 620 pounds. Kind of expensive, isn't it? But anyway, let me get into the full review. I'm gonna get into, oh my gosh, boom, and here we are live. The Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0. Yes. So let's not waste no time and let's get straight into it. So firstly, this is the box. Now for me, I was a bit disappointed because the early pairs that I saw, or the US pairs that I saw, had a nice swanky box. It opened this way up. The trainers were basically in two arcs with the stuff there. It just looked a lot better. This is just, they're actually just thrown in a box. But doesn't matter. We got them, so let's get into the proper thing. So boom, here they are, the Hyper Adapts. Wait. Don't worry about the Super Nintendo. So this is them. Now, initially, when they released in the it might sound like I'm moaning, but yeah, I am. So when they released in the US, they had all of that fancy box, and it was a pull-out, and it looked wavy, wassy, like some silver bits. Looked like it was from the future. But no, not this. This is just a normal trainer box. So Nike, I'm very disappointed. But hey ho, we come to buy the trainer. That's what we actually wanted. So if we look at him right here. So I'm going to do, well, you'll see what I do. So you've got your Earl system, Earl, however you pronounce it. You can just see I'll come on to it a little later, and you can just see the laces there. Then, or the power laces, inverted commas. Then you've got the Nike swoosh, which is kind of like it's just basically stitched in, but it's stitched in through the other material, which someone told me that it was I can't remember the actual name of the material that they used, and they were very explicit in saying, do not confuse this with any other material that we have used, like Hyperfuse or anything like that. Do not confuse with anything like that, because it is something different, a little bit elasticated, but specifically made for this trainer, apparently. This is what I've told. Specifically made for this trainer to house the lacing mechanism. Now, if I just flip this over here, and you know I'm going to give you the HDs. Actually, let me just loosen them up. So, one of the, I believe, design flaws is, look, if you look here, where are the buttons? Can you see them? Can you see them? Just about. One, where my thumb is, two. So watch. If it works. Oh, So that's fully loosened. And then pow. This bar basically will flash in 3 different colors. I understand. I think I read it quickly. In 3 different colors, and it tells you that the power level of the actual battery. So you've got this color, fine. Then you've got an amber, okay. And then you've got a red, you need to charge. Then let me just flick onto the actual, the bottom. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that the whole bottom panel lights up, because it doesn't. You can just see that there. That light only comes on this. The LEDs are only there. They do not go to the MT, and they do not go to the other side. You see? Clever, I guess, because you don't need to waste power over that side. But when you see the pictures, you think, raw, like the whole thing light up like, and rare tear tear. I'm going to be running through the dance and people are going to see me with my... No, it's not that party. But again, for technological issues, you know, wagwan. Anyway, the foam on the back, or the foam on the midsole, sorry, is quite similar to that of the Zoom Fly. Probably a little bit more denser. So not exactly the same, but probably a little bit more denser. But it has to be that because it has to case the electronics, which are, well, the electronics, I guess. Then flicking around to the back, you've just got like a very solid ankle support. Very, very solid. This ain't moving for love nor money. I'm pressing it quite hard and it's not even making a dent. Then you've got your pull tab, which is kind of suede. Inside of the trainer, you can just make out, well, not just make out, you can see the Nike swoosh, and you can probably just make out where the power lacing actually flits down into the trainer. You can probably just make it out. Inside the trainer, you've got the electro adaptive reactive lacing. I wonder who came up with that. And then you've got the same thing on the tongue. The materials, I don't think they are anything spectacularly fantastic that you want to write home about them. This is just the actual Earl is like a raised plastic or maybe even rubber, and then this material here is like a suede. Then you've got these laces, the power laces, a mesh material, and that's the best way to describe it. It must be laced with some kind of metal. When I say metal, like a wire, just to stop them from ripping, tearing, fraying and all that kind of stuff. But they look cool, you know what I mean? These are the actual OG version. And let me just show you the front of the trainer. Hopefully the light, yep. So you can just make out the weave that they've used, or the kind of material. And it is quite hard, if that makes sense. I'm actually pressing quite hard with my finger, and you can't see a dent there at all. But again, I guess that is because of partly the trainer needs to be somewhat water resistant. They're not waterproof, so if you bought a pair for £600, don't be running around in the rain in these, because that will just upset your day. That's just £600 gone to waste. But they are water resistant to an extent. In the actual manual, which you get in the box, they actually say that they are water resistant. So you get a little, actually it's not even that. You have to download the manual from Nike. Then the charging unit, which is quite interesting. I thought the actual trainer plugged in, but it doesn't. Hopefully you're seeing this. Now, this is how they came, in that kind of thing, like some alien technology. Basically, there are some magnets which are in these pads, which you can just see. Yeah, boom, boom. And then in the pads, you just basically put the trainer on it like that. Oh, you can't even see that. So you can't make out, well, you can. If you watch carefully, I'm going to zoom out. Boom. Hopefully. And then I'm going to lift the shoe up. So if I lift it, you can see, well, you can see that it catches. Basically that it's magnetized. Yada yada yada. Sorry for the poor description. But yeah, again, I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts on these? I know there's a lot of debate about them. People are saying, nah, they're not worth £620. Nike are taking people for fools. People are saying, oh, the innovative technology of the trainer, you have to have them. Some people say they're uncomfortable, but as my bedroom says, people that are saying they're uncomfortable haven't actually tried them on. But anyway, let's not get into all of that. So let me know your thoughts. It was a bit of a hurried, rushed review, but you know how I do. I'm just putting them together so as to get it out there. You get me? You get me? You get me? You get me? But anyway, it's Rain, the mask, and I'm chilling with Earl, and we're about to sign off. Cut. See ya.